Hi children, this is Suresh. Welcome to Maths class. Dear children, in the previous class we have discussed some problems in the exercise 3.3. Now in this class we are going to solve some more problems in this exercise. Okay. Children, in the previous class I explained the first problem and I gave the second problem as homework. So two problems completed in the previous session. Now in this class we are going to solve the remaining problems. Let's have a look on the third problem. Okay. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Third one is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Okay. Let's solve the problem. Here given equation is given polynomial 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Okay children, here the given polynomial is, it's not an equation. Okay, here the given polynomial is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So first of all we have to find the zeros of the given polynomial. So to find the zeros of the given polynomial we should equal this polynomial with the 0. To find zeros, six x square minus 3 minus 7x. Let 6x square minus 3 minus 7x equal to 0. Okay. Children, if you observe this, the given polynomial is not in the ordered form. So that's why we have to arrange the terms in this polynomial in the ordered form. Means 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So this is the correct form of the quadratic polynomial. What is the standard form of the quadratic polynomial? Ax square plus bx plus c. That's why ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, we should arrange the given polynomial. We should arrange the terms in the given polynomial in the ordered manner. Okay. Now, if you observe this, for finding the zeros, you can factorize this polynomial. I mean, if you multiply the first term and last term, you get minus 18x square, and you should select two factors for getting minus 18x square, and if you simplify them, you should get minus 7x. That's why I'm selecting minus 9x plus 2x. Okay, here we need minus 18x square. That's why I'm selecting minus 9x plus 2x. Okay children, if you simplify this you can get minus 18x square, and if you simplify these two factors you can get minus 7x. So this pair is the correct factors for the minus 18x square. So 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, 6x square minus 9x. If you consider these two terms, in these two terms we have a common factor, that is 3x, and if you common the 3x value, you will get 3x square. Here in the term 6x square I have taken 3x as common value, that's why here we get 2x only, and in this 9x we have taken 3x as common term, that's why here we have only 3. And if you observe these two terms, here we have a common term, that is 1, and if you take the 1 as common term we get 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, here we have two terms, they are 3x into 2x minus 3 plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So in these two terms also we have a common term, that is 2x minus 3, and if you take 2x minus 3 as common value, the remaining values are 3x plus 1. Okay, children, if you observe this, the product of 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1 equal to 0 means in these two factors one of the value may be 0, either 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0. That's why we should equal these two factors with the 0. 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0, and if you simplify this you get 2x equal to 3. That's why x equal to 3 by 2. And if you simplify the second one, you can get 3x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay, so the zeros are zeros of the given polynomial are 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Okay, children, name them as alpha and beta. Let one of the 0 be alpha and the another be beta. Okay, so let's alpha equal to 3 by 2 and let beta equal to minus 1 by 3. Now the second we are going to verify the second part, that is relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. That's why at first write the coefficients in the given polynomial. Here the given polynomial is 6x square minus 7x minus 3. This is in the form of ax square minus bx plus c. This is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Children, if you compare these two polynomials, we can get the a, b, c values. So right here, by comparing the above polynomials, we get a equal to 6 and b equal to minus 7 and c equal to minus 3, because x square coefficient is a and x square coefficient is 6. That's why a equal to 6. X coefficient is b, in this polynomial x coefficient is minus 7, that's why b equal to 7. Similarly, constant term is 3 and in this polynomial constant term is c, that's why c equal to minus 3. Okay, children, let's verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta here, because here the zeros are alpha and beta. Alpha means 3 by 2 plus beta means minus 1 by 3. If you simplify this, you can get 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Okay, here the LCM is 6, because here we have 2 and 3 in the denominator, and if you calculate the LCM of these two terms, we get 6 as LCM. Okay, and what will be the first term in the numerator? Yes, because in the denominator in the first term is 2. That's why if we divide the 6 by 2, you get 3 as quotient. That's why 3 into 3 9, and 3 get cancelled in the 6 2 times, and if you multiply 2 into 1 2. So, and if you simplify this, you can get 9 minus 2 7 by 6. Children, you know that what is the formula of sum of zeros? Yes, sum of zeros equal to minus b by a. That's why let's verify this result is equal to the minus b by a or not. Okay, so here we can write 7 by 6 in the form of minus of minus 7 by 6. Okay, because if you simplify this minus of minus 7, you can get 7. Then the result will be 7 by 6. Okay, So that's why you can write in the form of minus 7 by 6. And if you observe this is in the form of minus b by a. Let's verify this. Minus means write the minus value as it is. 7 means you can write minus 7 means you can write b, because here minus 7, but minus 7 equal to b. That's why in the place of minus 7 you can write b. That's why minus b by a means 6. Already we wrote, that is minus b by a. Okay, so we are verified that sum of zeros alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Okay, so and you can write this value in the form of coefficients also, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Okay, now verify the second one also, that is product of zeros. Product of zeros equal to alpha into beta. What is alpha here? Alpha is 3 by 2 and beta is minus 1 by 3. So substitute these values in the places of alpha and beta. Alpha equal to 3 by 2 and beta equal to minus 1 by 3. Here 3 get cancelled, because here the three values are, one is in the denominator and one is in the numerator. That's why these two values get cancelled. So remaining value is minus 1 by 2, and you can write this in the form of c by a. Children, and you, as you know that product of zeros alpha plus alpha into beta equal to c by a. So that's why you can write minus 1 by 2 in the form of c by a. So let's verify what is c and what is a here. Here c means minus 3 and a means 6. So you can write minus 1 by 2 as minus 3 by 2, because minus 3 by 6, because if you simplify this 3 table get cancelled in these two values and you can get minus 1 by 2. That's why we can write minus 1 by 2 as minus 3 by 6. Okay, so from this you can conclude that product of zeros alpha into beta equal to minus c by a. So that is write c in the place of minus 3 and write a in the place of a. So that's why product of zeros equal to c by a. Hence second case also verified, and you can write in the place of c constant term by, in the place of a you can write coefficient of x square. Okay children, hence in this problem relationship between the zeros and coefficients verified.